know Ryan Tannehill was speaking to the media, asked about the quarterback room, more importantly, the young guy Malik Willis, and would he be open to mentoring the young, talented quarterback out of Liberty? And Tannehill had a very candid and honest response. My man Deke, if you ready, let him know what my man said.
You want the quotes?
Give him to him, man. Give him to him.
He says, I don't think it's my job to mentor him. If he learns from me along the way, that's a great thing.
People have been in an uprise over this thing.
I don't know what the controversy is about.
Well, typically they say when you're an older player, you're supposed to mentor younger guys. But at the same time, we know what you're mentoring them for. That is to take your job. Most time guys say, yeah, man, I'm a mentor. I'm open to it. And deep down, they be like, yo, I can't stand this son of a gun. But then at the same time, every once in a while, you get a Ryan Tannehill. You get somebody that says, hey, man, my job isn't to mentor him. I might just point to the playbook if they have a question.
Wise words.
It's just, I'm not against it. I low-key like the energy.
Yeah,
I don't think
just
it's
being honest.
Yeah, it's not the healthiest for camaraderie. It's not the healthiest for the locker room, but it is honest. And a lot of dudes do feel like that. For various stages of my career, I felt like that at one point. Then I transitioned where I didn't really feel like that. I was like, all right, I'm open to it. But everybody handles that differently, especially for a guy like Tannehill who still feels like he can keep playing and he feels like he has something good going on that he wants to keep going on.
Yeah.
For me, when that became a conversation, I was on the back end and I was completely fine with it. But early on in my career, man, I wasn't trying to mentor anyone because you're looking at those guys as competition, man. You want to beat them out because yeah, if I mentor this guy and he gets too good, they're going to say he's the cheaper option. I cost. They're going to go with him. So, yeah, for Ryan Tannehill to say, man, I don't have an issue with it. I know people give him flack. Oh, man, that's not being a good teammate. You're not being a good leader. You should pay it forward. I get all of that. And
what did he say where he's going to be like disrespectful to Malik or be mean? He didn't say anything.
Nah, but it's just the simple fact of you saying that you're not here to mentor and you're not going to mentor him. That's kind of like hey, yo, F you, man. Get it how you live, man. You can figure it out on your own. Like, that's, in terms of athletes, that's how it comes off. If we working together, it's hard to, like I said, because it's a sports thing, definitely. Like, it's just a part of it. You're supposed to mentor that guy, but he's here to take your job. He's going to take your job. I'm sure in some of these, I'm sure in the regular world as well, though, in terms of like the business world, you go through that. You get this guy who's been in the company for a long time, making a ton of money, and they're like, yo, mentor this new guy. And you're like, but that new guy's going to take my job. I ain't doing that.
I think Tannehill's right. Even the thought of mentoring a quarterback, I don't think that's really in his job description, though. Is Vrabel coming up to Tannehill and saying, hey, mentor him?
It's what you're supposed to do. It doesn't have to be in the contract. It's like being a good teammate. It's nothing in the contract says you got to be a good teammate. Don't be a distraction. It's nothing in the contract says you can't be a distraction. There is nothing in the contract that says don't sell wolf. Don't talk smack on other teammates. Don't talk smack on yours. It's nothing that says that. But that's what you're supposed to do. This is one of those situations. We know, yo, Tannehill, you know what you're doing. You're the guy right now, but eventually you're not going to be the guy. Whether that's 2 years from now, whether that's 10 years from now, who knows? But eventually that will happen. We're bringing this guy in, spend some time with him, help him out, encourage him. If he asks questions, da-da-da-da-da. But like I said, not everybody wants to do that. Some people are open to it. Some people are like, yo, I'm fine. All right, let's do it. Let's help the young guy out. And it's a great situation. But then you get some that are like Tannehill where it's like, nah, bro, I'm cool on that. And like I said, that's cool for him, but it does create tension. And then with that, you also got to be careful that, all right, now what happens if, for some reason, Malik gets the opportunity to play this year for some reason, and he actually starts to look good. And now a year from now, they're like, well, you know what? We can't keep Tannehill as a backup. We know he'd be too feisty for that,
I think he's the highest cap hit out of any quarterback.
Yeah, I think that too with the new deal. But all of that would play into the sense of, all right, can we keep them two here together? Think when Joe Flacco and Lamar Jackson, remember that? Remember the Joe Flacco, Lamar Jackson, like that tension, how weird that got. And it was like, ooh, yeah, this is awkward. That's all it become.
Yeah, I definitely get where Tannehill's coming from. Like, he's 34 right now. Mm-hmm. He's trying to make it so they don't replace him with Malik Willis. It's one thing to draft him, and they draft him in the 3rd round to just kind of wait in the wings and stuff. But if Tannehill goes out there and plays good, he can extend his NFL career, just in general, but also maybe even with the Titans. Maybe he likes playing with the Titans. He likes Mike Vrabel. He likes the situation there. So he's literally playing for his career. So I don't see anything wrong with it. I guess maybe where he had his misstep was just saying it in the media like that, because you got to think. Now, obviously, I'm biased towards Ben and stuff, so whatever he says, him saying, I'll just point to the playbook, yeah, I'm for that, whatever, it's Ben. But also think, like, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. You think those dudes were thrilled about drafting Jordan Love, Tom Brady drafting Jimmy G? Some of the stuff that you're hearing afterwards is like, Tom Brady was so pissed about that. But those guys are still good teammates, and I don't think Tannehill's just not going to be a good teammate. He's just up front saying, I'm not going to mentor him about every little thing here. I think Brett Favre said that back in the day, too.
Like I said, man, I just like the fact that he was honest. But it's funny, the same way we'll support Ben's honesty, you support Tannehill's honesty. It's low-key what Baker Mayfield be doing the whole time, too. Just being honest about how he truly feels, and people will be like, "No, man, you talking too much."
And I think that's why Tannehill screwed up too. But he's just being honest.
You just be honest.
Tannehill needs to be better. Like if Rodgers said that, I think a lot of people would side with Rodgers.
Why does his true feelings have to be determined or dictated on his performance? That's the part that
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'm definitely with you. If a guy is real, the guy is real. Like I don't think he has to be playing good to tell the truth. It's like, no, if that's what he wanted to say, live your truth, man.
He also brought up too his poor performance in the divisional game and how that affected him and everything. So, yeah, I think he's in a spot where, like I mentioned, 34, he's fighting for his NFL career. What else do you want from the guy? Yeah. They literally drafted someone to potentially replace you. I wouldn't be thrilled either.
I'm not, trust me, I've been playing them dudes. I don't look at like, oh, hey, you know what this look like. Okay. Yeah.
Like, I don't like these comments. Like, this is from Kurt Warner. I will never understand the I'm not here to mentor the next guy mentality. So for all you young quarterbacks that need a mentor, DM me. I'll be that guy. Happy to help in any way I can. It's like, come on, bro. It's just
different. But you also got to remember, like, Kirk is an older player.
No, Kurt Warner. That was Kurt Warner.
That's what I'm saying. Kurt Warner. I mean, you say Kirk, like Kurt Warner. Now, older. He's retired. He's been out the game. He's chill. You don't feel threatened. You don't feel like this guy can hurt you in terms of taking food out your or money out your pocket. That's how I felt later on when it was TJ. When it was, they wanted to put Chicolo out there. It's like, bro, all right, I'm on the back end of my contract. I've seen all my money. Cool. If you want to mentor, let's mentor. Let's sit here and have meetings. Let's teach you how to watch film. Let's go through oh man, you need to clean up this technique and that. And it's like, all right, I'm not tripping. But at the same time, I was already in my mind ready to go. Tannehill, he's not there. And if you're not there, you got that dog in you. We all got that dog in us. But when you're not ready to retire, bro, yeah, you look at that as disrespect. And I told you the difference between how I looked at Bud versus how I looked at TJ. With Bud, it's like, nah, bro, we cool. We'll vibe, but I'm here. And I'm not trying to have you take my spot so you know what my energy is. Same in Buffalo. I remember they brought in Kiko Alonso and Nigel Bradham. I'm like, they my dudes, but I'm like, nah, we ain't doing no mentors. Nah, we ain't doing none of that. So I get it, man.
And that's how Tannehill should feel right now, I think.
Absolutely. If you don't, you're going to be all about that league a lot sooner than you want to be.
I like this one from Darius Butler on Twitter. He says, he quote tweets the interview that Tannehill did. He says, this is what y'all fake mad about today. Right. Tannehill is 100% right here. He has one job, bro. Be the starting quarterback for the Titans. If he chooses to mentor Malik Willis along the way, that's good on him, but by no means is an obligation. I don't think Tannehill is going to be a dick either. You know what I mean?
Right, and that's the thing. Like, most people just put
did people get that from the interview? Because I didn't get that at all.
I do feel like people look at the quote and they associate it with that. That's where they transition it to. But I'm with you, bro. I'm like, man, hey, be real, man. You ain't got to mentor. If you don't want to, you don't got to do it. Yeah,
because I guarantee, as I mentioned, Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, they obviously were not thrilled about bringing in Jordan Love and Jimmy G. It's just that they didn't specifically say that out in the public. But Aaron Rodgers, he did the whole offseason thing, right? Did the whole offseason thing. There's the quotes about, like, man, I took a shot after they took the quarterback and stuff. So, like, obviously he wasn't thrilled. He didn't just specifically come out and say, I'm not mentoring him. Yeah. he said other things of like, yeah, I was in this scenario before. So I'm sure he was nice to Jordan Love, but at the same time, I'm sure he has a similar mentality to what Tannehill's saying. Same with Brady. Brady, are you kidding me? One of the most competitive dudes on the planet.
Dude. Seriously,
come on, man. I'm sure he was thinking the same thing, but he's not a dick either. He's probably nice to Jimmy G. He's all about relationships and that type of stuff. So,
absolutely, man.
I don't think there's much controversy to this Tannehill